In this video, I'll tell you why it's not a good day for women in the Philippines as a Vietnamese woman is robbed and injured. 13 masseuses robbed and 2 of them had even worse fates. Flooding out of control in the Philippines. What is happening in Indonesia? And stick around till the end of the video. I'll share a little bit of a reason why I even for a split second considered taking up smoking down here in Vietnam. Plus, I have an update about yesterday's man that was found in a hotel room unresponsive. They've arrested 2 of the suspects. Here's our main story. A 27-year-old Vietnamese woman was found injured in Bacoor, Cavite on the night of August 29th after being attacked and robbed in Pasay City. A concerned citizen brought her to the local barangay hall for help, and she was later given medical attention. Police are now investigating the incident and working to identify those responsible. It's a shame, honestly, that the woman is already bad enough. I think they have to just be a bit more cautious than a man would. Let's just be honest, not politically correct bullshit. It's definitely safety concern is worse for a woman than a man. Okay, I think we could all agree with that. And someone, just going to enjoy her vacation somewhere, or even if she lives there, it's horrible to experience that. Another horrible experience is the following story. Police have reported that 13 massage therapists in Pasay City were targeted in a late night incident. Pasay City, seemed like a lot of stuff happening there. Were targeted in a late night incident where 2 armed men took their belongings. According to the authorities, the group of suspects rode a motorcycle and carried out the robbery along Cabrera Street. Investigators confirmed that 2 of the women, both 22 years old, were also harmed during the incident. They were raped. The Southern Police District has since conducted forensic examination and is reviewing CCTV footage to track down the suspect and determine their whereabouts. The case remains under investigation and police continue their manhunt. Absolutely crazy. 13 massage therapists being robbed. Somebody in the comment section mentioned, nobody goes to have a massage at 1 a.m. We all know what's going on. Okay, even if that's the case, I don't think it gives somebody the right to be doing this kind of stuff to someone at their workplace, right? Regardless of what the job is, you can agree or disagree with what they're doing and the morals of that. But I think it's a lot worse to be doing what these 2 men did to these women. Remaining in the Philippines, Quezon City police have arrested both suspects in the passing away of that 35-year-old man found inside a Cubao hotel yesterday we spoke about. The victim had checked in with 2 companions, one of them who identified as 20-year-old from Bulacan and reportedly in a relationship with the victim, was first arrested in Caloocan. He later pointed to the second suspect as the one who carried out the act, leading to the latter's arrest on August 30th. Investigators said that the victim was discovered about 24 hours after the check-in with his hands and feet, like we said yesterday, not free. And it was also, they found some substances discovered at the scene. Both suspects face charges including robbery and, of course, taking another person's life. I'm glad they caught him. Big ups to the police so fast doing this, because the longer, obviously, these cases go on, the less chance of them catching the perpetrators. May he rest in peace. Remaining in Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte flagged a flood control project with 66 vague phases along the San Juan River as part of the wider probe into 14 billion peso worth of questionable projects. The findings showed only 2 out of the 252 projects had proper permits. Out of the 1,652 projects in the city, just 8% were approved. Some had wrong locations, duplicate budgets, or unfinished work marked completed. Belmonte urged residents to report suspicious projects and call for stricter coordination and transparency from all agencies. Buddy, nothing that I can think of should have 66 phases of something. You know what I mean? I don't know, a NASA space shuttle launch, maybe, but that's insane to think that's how many vague phases to a project. Absolutely crazy. So if you guys ever wondered why this flood thing is such a big deal now, this flood situation is out of control in the Philippines. You saw some of the images while I was reading that. It's insane. It's not fair for the locals. You're paying into all these taxes and you're just everyday living in basically water up to your neck. That's crazy. And it's not just inconvenience. You can get a bacterial disease and it can basically end you. Leptospirosis, I think it's called. So yeah, it's not just inconvenience and people being annoyed by it. It's a lot more dangerous than just that. Let's share a positive story before we continue back to the tomfoolery. In Cebu City, free dialysis will be available in Cebu City. Free dialysis services will be available for residents of Cebu City, with stations to be established in barangays Talamban and Guadalupe. A memo agreement was signed on August 29th between the officials. This initiative aims to be providing crucial healthcare support to the community, particularly for those in need of dialysis treatment. Wonderful. I had no idea what that even was until like a couple years ago. I guess when your bladder or your liver cannot process urine, and you have to have like something in there, right? Crazy stuff. The older I get, the more I realize I am very clueless when it comes to medical and healthcare and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get none of that stuff checked out, but I guess I'm getting to that age where I got to go to the doctor to get that, Very quickly, officials have rescued 22 potential trafficking victims while they were conducting verifications and profiling of passengers of a commercial ferry in Tawi. Now let's go to Thailand for the next couple stories. The Central Investigation Bureau has arrested a fugitive after 14 years on the run. The 57-year-old suspect wanted for 2011 taking away of a man's life in Bangkok has been arrested. That's a long time, but I'm happy they caught him. And another story of a man in Thailand, a 64-year-old Scottish man, James Murphy, missing for months, has been found in Pattaya after reportedly trying to off himself in Avani Pattaya Hotel. Emergency services responded on August 23rd, providing first aid before paramedics rushed him to Memorial Hospital. Murphy had lost contact with his family in April, prompting British Embassy's involvement. Thai authorities continue to investigate, focusing on his well-being. Not the first and won't be the last. Mental problems, emotional problems. In Pattaya, you are just sometimes getting involved in the wrong places, wrong things, women, substances, gambling, who knows what the situation is, losing everything, and thinking the best way out is to, that. So please get some help if you're in that situation. Next up, what is going on in Indonesia? One person has lost their life and dozens injured after protests in Indonesia's capital, Jakarta, turned violent late Thursday as police clashed with hundreds of demonstrators demanding political and economic reforms. On Thursday, demonstrators were protesting a number of issues, including lawmakers' pay, educational funding, and the government's school meals program. As the protests persisted into the night, local media reported that riot police fired tear gas and used water cannons to try to disperse the people. Earlier this month, local media reported that parliamentarians were paid upwards of 100 million rupiah. That's $6,000 a month, including a substantial housing allowance. While Indonesia is Southeast Asia's largest economy, the remuneration is far above the archipelago's average monthly income of only about $180. The capital's police chief. So basically, they want change when it comes to corruption. And once again, a lot of people making a lot more money than the average person. They want some kind of change. People just get fed up when they can't even afford to live in any country. Sometimes it just boils over. So here's my little quick story today where I consider for a split second I'm actually taking up smoking. I went to have a Vietnamese coffee, which I absolutely love. Delicious Vietnamese coffee. And I love the little tables. And I saw these like long pipes at the front. I'm like, what is this? And it looks so cool, like the designs and just the style. And I'm pretty sure they don't just smoke tobacco in there. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys know exactly what that is and the actual name for it. But I thought it was pretty cool. And my dumbass was like, wow, Vietnamese people are so like patriotic and all that, because there was flags everywhere, right, for the past couple of days. Then I come to find out it is actually their Independence Day on September 2nd, I believe. So yeah, that was a learning moment for me. Now it's time for a segment yesterday today where I share some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Toby, who says, stop the corruption. I feel so sorry for the Filipino people. It is hard enough for most of them to feed their families, much less lose everything they have through unnecessary flooding. Oh, speaking of all that, let me take a step back because it's a significant story I want to share about Thailand. Very quickly, several high-profile prisoners, including activists, artists, and a mother jailed while pregnant, have been released under royal pardons issued earlier this year in Thailand. Those freed include Anchan Prilert, jailed for 43 years over audio clips, a hip-hop artist from the Talu gas protest, and others convicted under the Section 112 and protest-related offenses. Right groups say the move comes amid mounting pressure over Thailand's controversial lèse majesté laws. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this, well, first of all, that lady, 43 years, because she basically shared something on her YouTube channel and on Facebook that was against the government and military. So very happy to see that the Philippines does not have any lèse majesté laws. That is why this person is talking about corruption, which hopefully will not face the kind of treatment that the Thai individuals faced. Glad to see some people got released on a royal Thai pardon. Now let's go back to the comments. Says G Saki. The corruption runs deep, therefore I doubt anything is going to happen, or they use scapegoat. Probably the poor engineer who was told to make the payoff. Even if he confesses and gives names, the top dogs never get indicted. They will find a way to spin it all. Yes, that guy's out on bail, in case anybody wants to know. The engineer that tried to bribe the official got out on jail for 6,000 pesos. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. Leave your thoughts down below regarding any of the stories I covered today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, pressing that like button. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Where I gotta go to the doctor to get that, in my butthole. Yeah.